Hello YouTube, we're here with a video. We're going to do a $10 survival kit challenge from the Dollar Tree or Dollar Store. I think it's from the Dollar Tree. Anyways, I did mine from the Dollar Tree. Now, I was watching a lot of people's videos, and then I watched one guy, and he had a lot of, I guess, rules to abide by. It has to be waterproof for 60 seconds. It has to be able to do certain things. I just kind of went with the mentality of 5 C's. And basically got it done. Now, a lot of y'all might not agree with some of the things I chose, but this was with $10. I don't know the exact amount. It might have been $10 and odd amount of change because we bought other stuff too. So we're gonna go ahead. Now, most of this gear is already got, like, I've already used like the duct tape to build stuff, like how I would do it, and so yeah, we'll go over that too. Okay, so the first 5 C's is, we'll go over combustion. Combustion, I just got 3 of these lighters. I keep one in this roll, one in this roll, and then I keep one right here, but I'm not going to keep it there. We'll get into why it's there in a minute. But let me just show you how well one of these lights. So this is on low. Yeah, it's fairly good size. Oops. I got my fan on. There it is. That's huge. So, yeah, definitely good enough. I just keep one in each roll, just like that, and I just tug it down in there, like that. Okay. So combustion. That's it. That's one 5C. So that's taken care of, and you can keep them all at different places. But I think that's going to get. I think that's going to get a fire started, especially with the next thing is cordage. Now, they have a lot of cordage. They had what you call, I guess, a clothesline, and then they had poly rope, and they had this, and they had sisal rope, or sisal, or however you say it, and they had a pretty good, they had they had a big old pack of shoelaces, I guess you could have bought. But I figured this was the best bet because we can start a fire with this. We can take this and turn it into a better rope by making, I can't think of the name, something, you spin it anyways and it turns it into bigger rope. It comes with 2 colors, 1 green, which I've already started to use, and 2 of these. And I figure good fire starting material, just good, because if you build a shelter and you leave it, it's not going to damage anything, if you're worried about that. Like I said, good. That's mainly why is it come with 3, so there's 118 foot here, less now because I've used some, but it's good for fire making. So I saw that and I grabbed that. So 3 of these rolls for $1 is pretty good. And then remember, I keep the lighter. Next thing, I guess, is cover. Now, I guess you could put this, okay, so they had tablecloths. I did not think of the shower curtain idea, but that's still not, I don't like that idea. I like this, 9 foot by 12. It's fairly big. I don't, I can't unfold it in here, but, that's fairly good sized tarp, you could make a lot of things with that. So, yeah, 9 foot by 12 foot drop cloth. Yeah, it is thin, but if you take care of it, it'll work. And also, you could just use that, and you could put that as your first layer, and then put natural materials over to keep it from getting messed up, which I will probably do. Okay, containers. Okay, so I bought this. This is a non-woven laundry bag. It has a pocket on the outside. I would open it up, but it took me a little bit. I'm gonna pause this video and pack it all back up so you can see how it is. I just don't want to open it. But I'll go, actually, you know what? Since I'm gonna go ahead and pack it up, I'll just show you so you get an idea. So you see how big this bag is, and it's definitely not. We're not hurting in size here. Don't have to worry about it being too small. It's got this cheap outer pocket right here. Sorry. Got this cheap outer pocket drawstring, which comes with a lot of cordage in there if you needed it. You could also trade that out with jute, but I think I'm gonna leave it just because I like it. Okay, so that is one container. Now, the second is going to be another type of container, which is my water container. I could have got a lot of better one. There was a little bit thicker one, but I like this one because of the size. The square, because it will pack down easy now. It'll pack with all this other stuff. And just the size mainly, and how big the mouth of it is. Be able to fill it up really fast. It's not... Here, let me zoom in here. It's not heavy duty by any means. It is BPA free, but it's not heavy duty. But I wasn't really worried about that because I'm going to be not boiling water in this. We'll get to that when I'm going to boil water in a minute. And then my very last container is this. And this is basically this is just their waste basket. I didn't look for a bigger one. I figured a small one. Keep everything on the small size. Now, the reason I have this stripped to the outside is I just wanted to show you could have stuff like this strapped to the outside, like your knife or your water container, which I might do later. I might make a sling for the water container. And I just took the bag, the plastic bag that this or other bag come in, and I basically taped it to make it a little bit stronger. And I made it to where my knife will fit right there. I'll show you that. And then it's still got a little bit sticky. You can fold this down and you can lay this down. It gives it a little bit of waterproof and just help keep rain off. Now I know it's cheap and it's nothing special, but it does help. Now you could probably make it a lot better just out of complete duct tape, but I was trying to keep from using a lot of my duct tape. Then I took some of my rope. I doubled it over. Basically, I did a slip knot here, or I'll just show you. You do a loop and then you shove the rest of the cord through the loop. Anyways, and I did some pack straps, some cheap ones. And then I I didn't drill. You could use a knife for this, but I'm showing you different angles even though I'm pointing down here. There's 3 holes. And instead of doing 4 is because if I need to hold water in this, I can put duct tape over this and patch it up and I can hold water. But I used what do you call it? An awl instead of a knife, just because I wanted it a little bit cleaner, just to show you that if you do this at home, before if this was like going to be like your cheap go bag, you could do it really nice and doesn't have to look bad. Now, yeah, you could cover this whole thing with duct tape. I just wanted to show you, and you can also see down in your pack to see what's on top. So you got your little pack. Another container. Plastic. I just kept one of them. It come with 2, but honestly, if I was buying this all together, it would only come with 1 because we bought other things, and that's why we had 2. So, just the one. I guess this could be considered a container. This has cookies in it. Now, a lot of people would have gone for the bacon and beans or pork and beans and stuff like that, but I went with this because I'm going to boil water in this. I can make char cloth in it. And it's just a metal container that I can boil water. That's mainly the 2. So, and it also come with food. Instead of getting the loaf pan and it not coming with food, I used every bit. There's 10 items here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, and 10. So there's 10 items here, but this come with food and a bowling container. So I thought that was a pretty good idea. And also just cookies. I'm pretty sure these are fairly high in calories. Whoa. Come on, camera. Come on. Okay, you can't read that. So I'll just stick it over there and I'll read it to you. 4 cookies. There's 12 cookies in here. I ate one just to see how well they tasted. Make sure they were still good. They have vitamin A, and that's it. Protein 2 grams, and total fat 8 grams. But calories is 170 for 4 cookies. So that's pretty good. Continuing on with the container, now moving to the food. We just went over why I got that. I went with peanut butter because I can eat this on the move. Also got a good container afterwards, a waterproof one. But I just peanut butter is something I like, and you can eat it. You can just stick your finger down there, eat some, and keep on rolling. And that's basically it. I didn't want to have. I wanted something. I wanted really 2 meals that I could just like eat while I'm on the move. You really don't need any type of utensils to eat this. You could use your knife in this, or you could just use your finger, like I said, or you could just lick it out of the bowl. It's up to you. But I just like these 2 things. I wanted something I can eat on the moves, because you're not gonna want to stay. You're not gonna want to stay very long out in the woods with this kit. I mean, you could, but this is a get-home kit. Then we got duct tape. Duct tape, I was going to get super glue, but duct tape seemed better because I can tape this shelter together. I can do a lot of things, so it seemed better. So, had to get this. Last but not least is the knife. Now, I've already gone and made a really bad sheath, and I used the cardboard from all the stuff that was from here. I think it was from out of this. Yes, out of this. It's the piece of paper in there, so it's not very thick, but it'll do. It's just to hold a knife, just to keep it from sawing open or cutting you. I did put a cheap belt loop. I'm going to probably make a belt or some type of sling out of the jute or out of the duct tape. Now, this is just, I tried to use everything I could from this to build everything, except for doing the holes. Now, a lot of people go, oh, plastic handle, bad, bad, bad. Well, I was looking, I didn't have any of the options that some of the other people on YouTube had. And, there was one that was a real small one. It was probably about a 4-inch blade. Yeah, it's about 4 inches. And it had the same end. This is a Santoku knife. When we went to culinary school, we had to remember all these. Anyways, this has got the hollow or whatever they call that. Anyways, and it had a metal handle. It was stainless steel, and I thought that was really cool. And I almost grabbed it, but then I saw this one. Oh, no, I looked over and I couldn't see any full tang. So I saw this one up there, and I flipped it over. And guess what? We got a full tang knife here. This knife is actually going to be fairly good for working because it's a full tang knife. I'm not going to worry about it breaking there. I mean, yeah, I still am because it's a cheap knife, but it doesn't bend. It's fairly thick steel. Yeah, it is stainless steel, but you can't get any better than that, I don't think, at a Dollar Tree. Yeah. So, this is what I picked. I'm going to pack it all back up and show you, and I'll be back. Back again, YouTube. We've only got a few seconds here before I have to go off the air, or off the video. Okay, so I'm just going to keep this on the outside just because it's showing you. I probably will end up carrying this there just because I can get to it fast, or I'll just stick it in my pocket. As you can see, I have slitted this, the top cover, and put a piece of duct tape to keep it from ripping, so I can get to my knife very fast. This is it, guys.